This is KPTV-12, Portland, Oregon.
Was shocked when she brought.
And it's time now for the KPTV mid-afternoon news for this Wednesday, July 11th, 1973. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins. Here's what's happening here. In Washington, John N. Mitchell testified Tuesday that he has kept what he knew about Watergate and its cover-up from President Nixon because he feared that his friend and former boss would take action in damage to his own re-election campaign. The former Attorney General also denied mention of previous sworn testimony before the Senate Watergate Committee, particularly the key change that he personally approved of the wiretapping of Democratic Party headquarters. In fact, he said that he vehemently vetoed all political espionage proposals, but he stated that he cooperated in some of the subsequent cover-up to keep the lid on what was called the White House wars, and Mitchell did not use the word cover-up. He defended that two previous statements he had made under oath. The former Attorney General spent more than 5 hours in a witness speaking and soberly in a monotone, rarely referring to his notes and consulting with his attorney. He bent to the times with his questioners, and once when he asked whether the consultation with Nixon in less than 3 or 8 minutes, Mitchell said of his record, where did he work from? Mine came from a White House, so I could quite possibly be screwed up. As we tried overnight to refresh his memory of discrepancies, Mitchell said with a grin, "Oh, you're invited one back tomorrow." Mitchell continued the testimony Wednesday that he will be preceded by a closed session of the Senate committee to discuss this response to Nixon's refusal to appear so persuasively and supply requested papers. Committee counsel Samuel Dash said that the committee needs a number of papers to conduct a proper cross-examination of such former top White House aides as H.R. Haldeman and John Ehrlichman. Dash previously has said he believes that the committee has the power to subpoena presidential papers.
What they can create. They would probably have next week with some rain coming down.
Washington, the House Tuesday voted to set an annual ceiling of $20,000 to be paid each farmer under wheat, cotton, and feed grain programs in a new farm bill. The vote was 246-163 in favor of an amendment by Representative Paul Finley, Republican of Illinois, said that his provision would effectively seal off loopholes in the farm bill and the farm law. The decision on the Finley amendment plotted under an earlier amendment by Representative Bob Berlin, Democrat of Minnesota, which had said that House accepted would have pegged the figure at $20,000 per crop. The vote favoring the per crop amendment was 313 to 89. But a few visited women protested milk prices as the House began its work on the drone farm bill and word that the Nixon administration would be accepting a compromise in a key provision. Republican leader Gerald R. Ford of Michigan and Agriculture Committee Chairman W.R. Page of Democrat of Texas said that he wanted to read that the administration will go along with the committee's suggested target prices for cotton.
87 degrees for high.
In Washington, Cost of Living Council Tuesday announced a nationwide investigation of the petroleum industry from the refinery of a gas plant to determine whether prices have been increased illegally. James W. McLean and James W. McLean, Deputy Committee Chair,
84 degrees for high temperature.
Deputy Council Director said price rollbacks have been ordered where violations of the governor's price increase freeze have been found. He said significant violations already been found in the Atlanta area. One violation investigation will watch for, he said, is reduction of the octane rating of the gasoline without a corresponding decrease in price. McLean also said that the new Phase 4 anti-inflation program will not be able to stop a continued rise in food prices over the next 6 months. But he said that an increase should be much less than the 22% raise in the
southern side of the Cape. We've already got water temperatures into the low 70s right now.
First 6 months of the year. He said that the supply of food items such as fruits and vegetables, chickens, and hogs is not developing as anticipated. Our demand of U.S. agriculture goods and rises in food prices inevitable, he said. I'm saying that there will be food price increases over the next 6 months, he said. There doesn't mean that it will increase at the same rate that the first 6 months. But it means that there are going to be food price increases. Administration sources announcements of some details of the Phase 4 program to follow the phase may be made in the next few days. President Nixon discussed an economic policy with Republican and congressional leaders Tuesday and scheduled a meeting with his economic advisors later in the day to deal with the proposed Phase 4 program. Jerry Stevens, a member of Development designated Council of Economic Affairs, told the Senate committee that it's reasonable to forecast that the current price freeze will be lifted in stages, beginning with areas that have suffered from the freeze most often. McLean said the Cost of Living Council will give high priority to this petroleum, eliminating black market activities. A council spokesman said another purpose of the day ought to check the extent of the gasoline shortages and whether it is expensive as reported. He said that agents will even check the amount of gasoline in some fuel storage tanks we will call the dipstick surveys, he added. The survey will last about 5 to 6 weeks and will be carried out by the Council and Internal Revenue Service agents in 29 key districts across the country. It will start to the retail level and work back to the producers and will have include refineries, whoever, wholesalers, and visual service stations. The council source noted that the government relies on American Petroleum Institute, a trade industry organization, for figures on gasoline supply. It said one result of the survey would be double-checked on the industry figures. The council has already conducted surveys in Los Angeles, St. Paul, Minnesota, Philadelphia, and Atlanta, and found a number of violations in Atlanta. One violation was found in Los Angeles and none in St. Paul, Philadelphia. Salem, Oregon's Nuclear and Thermal Energy Council decided Tuesday to delay again its decision on whether a proposed nuclear power plant near the Boardman is unsuitable because of its proximity to the practice home bombing range. The Nuclear Council, which has been studying the issue for several months, decided to hold up because of the Federal Atomic Energy Committee (AEC) studying this matter. It has said the agency made this decision now, and it might be conflicted with a subsequent AEC ruling, said Kelly Woods, State Nuclear Coordinator. Woods said he hopeful that the AEC said that it will be far enough and long in mid-September for the State Council to make its decision. The decision is sought by Portland General Electric Company, which has certification to build a nuclear thermal power plant at the Cuddy River site in eastern Oregon near the Columbia River. In other action, in a monthly meeting of the council, C.H. Wang of Corvallis, an Oregon State University professor, was elected chairman, succeeding R.L. Elstrom of Salem, and Will Luck of Portland was named vice chairman, replacing Wang. Washington, John N. Mitchell has been holed up in his New York apartment for months, waiting in the calls, and it never came from his old friends, and one that he did from the Senate. Hughes said that the tone on his hot face, his lines were deeper. The gray-haired person turned white at the temples. His cheeks were thinner as it is, but his banner of his birth. He raised his hand Tuesday to the state of the White House committee oath to check, and the hand quivered, and he kept his fingers, and still they quivered. Mitchell's voice was at a start was downright weak, even if he showed the traces of the pre-scandal swap that when the questions get rougher. That commenting is wholly familiar up to the Senate from Mitchell's days at Attorney General First Service, when the Chief Counsel Sam Dash reminded him of Jeb McGruder's end.
Gets the start tonight.
The testimony of Jeb Stuart McGruder that he had chewed G. Gordon Liddy over the quality of intelligence from the Republican and the Democrats. Mr. Dash said Mitchell had happened to be a patriotic dominalist. Mitchell accused people of a lot of lines, mostly by way of disclaiming any involvement on his part of the planning of the July 17 or the June 17 break-in at the Democratic National Headquarters last year, but he acknowledged that a role is subsequently covered up in the various other White House stories. He admitted that the one, not this one Liddy enough, even though that Liddy had taken an event potentially unlawful step. Tape ideas so that McKelly's own office in Hendak should only have thrown him out of office, and I could have thrown him out in the window. Mitchell said, just you did it. Never. Why didn't you fire him? I should have never done that too, said Mitchell. Now the testimony came as any surprise. That committee staffers was caught in a bit of a guard of a spark. Limited it is in his performance. As an earlier appearance at a closed session, Mitchell appeared completely drained. Mitchell himself had put out the word that his testimony would not be interested in, and that much it seemed to be. Hundreds of spectators stood outside the room in vain because these inside wouldn't leave safe at several who collapsed from the heat and were carried out to the police. Claiborne, Texas. 4 women employees at a hand grenade assembly plant were killed Tuesday when 3 major explosions blew the plant's main building in the shambles. 10 people were hospitalized through a serious condition. Officials said still another 20 to 30 persons were treated for injuries. It blew me over. Clean up my pants, said Bobby Joe Lemon out of Fort Worth, who was assembling grenades in a special bunker in the Cotapun. I crawled my way out. I couldn't see anything, she said. I crawled my way out and then ran away. The first explosion at the Gerhardt Ordnance Company Ordnance Factory, which is isolated well over. And our high-speed ferry will get you there dock to dock in just 1 They occurred during a lunch period. Prosser, Washington. There aren't many playmates around 2-year-old Shannon Lane's farmhouse in the Fort Seven Hills past near Prosser, Washington. Right now, our commanders are 2 small kinders who Father Frank found in the nearby canyon when they were 2 days old. The 2, a male and a female, are more than 3 months old and spend their time playing with Shannon and her 9-month-old brother Robert. The other Lane said that the kinders can cause problems with the children, but they can get pretty vicious at giving raw meat. The pups were kept alive and Mrs. Lane with milk and syrup and fed from a bottle. Now they can eat milk and table scraps. Lane thinks that they probably will be returned to the sagebrush canyons when they're the well and wheat country before they are a year old. I could tell happening in the fall when the wheat harvest.
Boston Interiors is adding bonus rewards to the.
It is over and over. Carter's in the air began howling, he said. If the food is scarce out there, I think they might come back where they know that it will be lit. Now, right now, they seem to be content to play with Sharon and go out for the rides in the back of the family truck. In London, the American dollar surged in foreign exchanges Tuesday as major government banks marshaled huge amounts of currency to combat spectators. Alright, Oregon weather here. High and morning clouds with afternoon including Wednesday and Thursday. Low tonight, 50-55. High tomorrow, low 70s. The Oregon coast, morning fog and low clouds with partial afternoon including tomorrow. Highs in the 60s tomorrow, low tonight near 50. For Western Oregon, morning clouds otherwise continue fair. High 70s and 80s tomorrow, low tonight 45-55 degrees. And for Eastern Oregon, fair and cooler for Thursday, gusty winds in the north, highs in the 80s, low tonight 45-55 and highs 80s tomorrow. Western Washington, cooler chance of showers in the north coast, partial afternoon including high tomorrow in the low 60s and low tonight upper 40s and 50s. And for Eastern Washington, sunny but cooler with gusty winds and chances of thunderstorms north. High 75-85 tomorrow, low tonight in 50s. For Western outlook, the excellent outlook for Western Oregon, dry and cool, warm. For excellent outlook, Western Oregon, dry and continue warm Friday and Saturday. A little cooler Sunday, high mid-70s in the coast and 80s in the 90s interior and low in the 50s. For Eastern Oregon, hot and dry for Sunday, highs in the 90s and low in the 50s and low 60s. Here, sunset 8:50 p.m. And high tide 5:55 p.m. Here and low tide in the Astoria district here, and high tide 11:33 p.m. in the Astoria district, and the low tide 5:55 p.m. in the Astoria district. Right now, 3 p.m. reports: Portland at 75, Troutdale 72, and Salem at 75. And that's gonna be it for the KPTV mid-afternoon news on this July 11th, 1973 on Wednesday. Peter Wiggins, if you have a good day, I will see you later on. Bye, buddy.
Have a good night. Honored as the nation's best newscasts and for overall excellence.
At Starks, today only. Buy now and save brand new Hoover canister vacuum cleaner. Starks sale price $23.47. Buy now and save. Little trade-in and lands. Come in and call for free home trial. Easy terms. Pay as you use and little trade-in and exchange privilege and store hours 8 to 6 a.m. Store hours 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. except Monday, Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. at Starks Vacuum Center. And Starks Vacuum Cleaner Sales and Service at 107 Northeast Grand Avenue at Couch. Lose fat or money back. Enjoy eating the foods you choose while you lose excess ugly fat. X11 Reducing Plan can help you slim down. X11 is tiny tablets swallowed that combines ingredients to combat hunger, appease appetite, and supplement vitamins. No dangerous drugs, no strenuous exercise, and over 500 million of X11 tablets used over America. Company founded in 1920, X11 Reducing Plan costs about $3. Large experiment size, $5. Get X11 now. Your money refunded by your drug so you don't lose pounds. No questions asked. Edmonton Expos versus Ottawa Riders at CFL football tonight, 5 p.m. on KPTV-12, Portland, Oregon. Time now, 3:30.